Hello, hey there, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to this live broadcast with me, Benjamin Junior Bogonko. I hope you are doing fine wherever you are. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Thank you so much for making time to join us today here. I hope you can hear and see me clearly. In the next 1 hour, I will be hosting a colleague and a friend, Robert Kobe, who is currently living in the US. And we will be talking about the ongoing program of applying for a green card to those people who are interested in moving to the US. So I know there are many questions, there are many misunderstandings, there are many misconceptions, and even the myths, and of course the facts that you as a viewer who has never been able to try this program would like to know from me together with my guest today. So I welcome you here. Share the video, tag a friend. I can see my guest is already in the studio. He's preparing. And in the next 1 minute, I'm giving you this 1 minute to share the video as much as you can. Tag your friend, tag another friend to tag another friend. Share this video to all the groups that you belong to, whether you are in the Middle East, whether you are in Europe or in Africa, so that we can reach as many people as possible. Let me know where you're tuning in from as we begin the discussion right now. So prepare your questions. But in the meantime, again, I request all of you, wherever you are, after saying hello to me, share this video and tag your 5 best friends on the comment section. I can see all of you are saying hello, hello, hi, Benjamin, hi, hello, 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 Winfred, hi, Talma, Asiko, Dorcas, thank you so much. All of you are tuning in here. I have seen you, and we are going to move straight away into the talk. And let me have my guest coming right now, who is currently living in the US. Hey there.
Hi, Benjamin. How are you doing?
I'm good, Robert. Welcome.
Thank you very much. Thank you for hosting me in your platform.
You're welcome. Thank you so much for accepting to join me today and to talk about this. First of all, I don't know why we are wearing the same, but we didn't plan.
I am so shocked. I don't know what people are going to say on the comments, but
yeah.
Hopefully they're going to be a little bit lenient.
Yeah. We didn't plan. I just dressed up, and when I was trying to do the mic test with you, I was shocked you're wearing the same as me.
But it's a good coincidence.
Yeah, I can see some people are saying hello to you, like Maneville.
Thanks.
Faith Blessing, Tina Kagasi. Thank you so much. All of you are just saying hello to Robert. Some of you know him, but in the meantime, let's begin this discussion right now. Somebody is saying, did you guys discuss the outfit? No.
No discussion.
We didn't plan for it.
Yeah, we did not.
Okay. So, Robert, please say hello to the viewers, and then we begin this talk.
Hi, viewers. Hi, everybody. It is. I can actually say thank you. I know this platform is actually watched by the whole world, and my fellow brothers and sisters and friends from Kenya. Happy Mashujaa Day.
Thank you so much. Thank you. And for the rest of the other ones who are not in Kenya or from Kenya, of course, we say hello to all of them. So long as you're watching this broadcast, regardless of your home country, thank you so much for finding time to watch this show. Keep on sharing as we begin this talk. Now, Robert.
Yes.
Of course, I already posted a picture. Me and you are going to do this talk today. And I mentioned that you are currently living in the US and you are a beneficiary of the green card lottery.
Yes.
That's right?
Yep.
Yeah. When did it happen for you? When did you win this lottery?
I can say a lot has changed about green card. For me, it was actually, it has been more than 10 years ago. So it is something that I can actually say. And the reason why I keep on telling people to actually check on the website is because a lot of things change with green card. So back in the days, there were few things that needed to happen. For instance, we did not need to have a passport before you apply for it. But right now, it is a must. Those are some of the questions that a lot of people have been asking me about. A passport is a must, and it must be a current passport. So if I want to tell you this, even next year, if another regime comes in, definitely things might change. So we probably advise people to work with what is current and what is in their website.
Okay. So for you, you've been in the US for more than 10 years now.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. And that time when you were applying, did you apply through the online application like these days?
Yeah, there was the online. Yeah, there was the online application.
Oh, okay. Wow. How did you feel when you were the winner?
So a lot. Most of the time it's with us Africans, it's before you actually accept it, before you even found out that it's real. We are more perceived when you see things. We are like, oh, this is not real until I see this. So when the process was going through, and you have to file everything, and you find out that, oh, it's working. So for me, it actually dawned to me when I went to pick my visa. When you see that
they're stamping the visa. Now this is it. Robert Kobe.
Sure, now this is it.
This is it. You're moving to the US.
But unfortunately with me, I sold everything. I didn't know. So the problem is when you're so much happy and you're thinking you're going to heaven, and people give you that notion that now you're going to the dreamland and things are going to be easier. When you land at JF Kennedy, some government officials are going to to bring you to receive you. You're going to be taken to White House. All that kind of things were rolling in my mind. Little did I know that I had less than that, and the reality was yet to come. The first thing is the culture shock. Come here.
Let's even not go about the life in the US.
Okay.
We'll go step by step. I can see there are people who are already asking here questions, but let's just I prepared some of the questions to ask Robert.
Perfect.
Who is living in the US. I know the viewers want to ask questions one by one. They have millions and millions of questions, but we are here together, me and Robert, for the next 1 hour to help as much as you can to tell you what green card is all about and how you can actually apply for it. So let's begin with the basic. How does green card work? Somebody who does not understand, just briefly, how does it work? Like, explain in terms of it as a lottery. How does it work for people to get these visas?
So the first thing I should tell people is, like any other lottery, green card is a lottery. And a lot of people don't even know that green card are usually accepted in specific countries. It's not all the countries. So it is a lottery. It's just like, I used to see this back in Kenya, the charity sweepstakes. You go buy your ticket and you scratch and you win something. So green card in a nutshell is a lottery. So when you feel your name gets into a lottery system whereby it is picked through a lottery system, it is just the way you can actually be lucky and get something. It is not something that is guaranteed. So please, when you're feeling it, don't feel like you're entitled to it. So when the results come out, you must have got. I've got a lot of questions where people ask, how can I get it? What can I do so that I can get it? There's nothing you can do. It is a lottery.
It's a lottery. So millions of people apply.
Yep.
Every year in October.
Yeah, and they have a specific number.
And then they select about 55,000 people.
55,000. Yeah, 55,000.
55,000 people all over the world are lucky to get that the green card.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. So all of you are just watching here and maybe were wondering how this green card works. I have put there a link, of course, of the DV lottery. If you can see the link lottery I put there, it's even on the screen there, dvprogram.state.gov. And so if you are applying, remember that there are millions of people. I don't know how, last time I checked, Robert, more than 2 years ago, 60 million people applied.
Yeah, and it's because of the internet. So, back in the days, it was something it was never highlighted and few people knew about it. But with the advent of the internet and how people are well versed and, the technology right now, and the population also is growing. So a lot of people want to actually get their luck and come to the dreamland.
Yeah. So just remember, there are very many people applying for this whole month. It started actually, did you check the time? When did this program start?
It usually starts in mid-October. That is maybe depending 17th to 18th, mid-October. It goes all the way to November 10th.
I can check here on the website really quickly. It started on October 7th.
7th, yeah, sure.
And it will expire on November 10th.
10th, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
that's
so
right.
Usually about 1 month and 3 days every year.
Thereabout.
Once it is closed, again, you can only apply next year, again, same time. So let me put on the comments. It started
7th October.
It started on 7th October. As you can see there with my name, October 7, 2020 at 12 p.m. in the afternoon, EST.
GMT 5, yeah.
GMT minus 5, and then it will end on November 10th of 2020. I think again, same time at midnight. Okay. Thank you so much. Now, Kobe.
Yep.
Let's move on to the requirements, the basic requirements. If a man or a woman is watching us, what are the standard basic requirements for you to apply for this?
So Americans look at the gender. You must be male or female. You know, they accept dual gender. And then the basic requirement, and I'll be very brief because these are things that you can actually find on the website. So the basic requirement for anybody from Kenya, and I'll be talking from, in terms of Kenya because I come from Kenya and I know all these things. So if you're from Kenya, you must have, the most important thing, you must have your Form 4 certificate and you must have a passport. That is the minimum education level that Americans would want you to have so that you can actually apply for that. Yeah. It's a little bit tricky when you tell somebody minimum of Form 4 certificate. These days, and what I discovered is when you go to apply, if in case you're lucky and you get, when you go to apply, they will never request for your Form 4 certificate. They usually get it direct from the NEC. So if you don't have, it is unfortunate, so don't, because most of the time people think that, oh, I'll go to River Road and get a certificate for my process, but that doesn't work these days. Before we used to do that, we could actually just present to the embassy. These days, they even tell you, no, just give us your name. We'll just seek your certificate from the NEC.
So anyone from any other country, if you're watching, basic requirement, you must have a valid passport that is not going to expire in the next 2 months.
Yep.
And number 2, you must have studied for 12 years, completed high school. You must have completed high school.
Yep.
And it doesn't matter with the grades that grades that you got. My friend told me, one friend from Kenya told me that if you have completed high school, sometimes the embassy of your country will tell you, oh, we need a grade of maybe A or B, or C. It depends with the embassy. But generally speaking, the grade that you have acquired after high school doesn't matter here.
It doesn't matter in the sense that so long as they can give you a certificate, so long as the NEC can give you a certificate.
There's a question here.
If you don't have a certificate, so the check and balances of applying for a green card is you check, are you a Kenyan? Yes. Do you have a passport that doesn't expire in 2 months? Yes.
Yes.
Do you have a Form 4 liver certificate? Yes. Then you're eligible. So when you don't have all those things, then you're not eligible. So it is a question of, are you eligible or you're not eligible?
Yeah. So if you do not have a certificate, just in case that you lost it, as Robert Kobe has said, the embassy has the powers to go to the examination center and ask, did Benjamin Bogonko or Robert Kobe complete high school?
High school?
Yes. And then they will check and they will call. You cannot trick them. You cannot lie to them that you completed high school and you didn't complete. They will catch you. And once they get that, they automatically will disqualify you. So those are the basic requirements. Remember, anyone who is watching here, we have talked about the passport. It's a must. You must have a passport for you to begin applying. And secondly, you need to have completed high school. What if you have completed a degree? What can you select in section of education level? Select that one. I think Missy Kelly is asking about that. Can you respond to that, Kobe?
So the level of education, in America, the only thing that gives you the go ahead is so long as you've finished the Form 4 level, that is good enough. When you come to America, whichever level of education that you have does not matter. It will depend with what you want to do. But now they've given you the minimum threshold of you being here. The other thing, Bokonko, the other thing I wanted for the benefit of viewers is when you don't have any particulars, whatever they need in their in their registration, please never forge anything for your benefit.
Don't try to forge. Everything should be genuine.
Please, just give what you have. What you don't have, forget about it. I've seen most people doing that, and they are banned from that. And the problem with America is once you're in the system, it will be forever.
Okay, Linda Kimi, I think the minimum, we are talking about minimum. If you have a high school certificate, you're ready to apply. Even if you have a diploma, even if you have a degree, even if you have a master's, even if you have a PhD, the first thing is from high school level. Once you have a high school level, then you automatically qualify to apply. And somebody was asking, what if I am a Kenyan and I studied in Uganda? I think the same thing applies. So long as you have completed high school.
Yeah, absolutely. So the only thing they want to know is, does your country, does your examination council in your country approve that you've gone to a certain level?
Yeah.
So it's still the same thing. You can actually, because even in Uganda, they still want the same requirement. And so they'll only seek to know how, if you actually finished your education through their education council. Yeah.
Okay. So education, high school and above, high school, a diploma, degree, onwards, then you qualify and make sure that you have a passport that is very valid. You also qualify to apply.
Absolutely.
There is a very burning question here about the countries. I prepared a list of the countries. Actually, in Africa, Nigeria is the only one which cannot apply.
Yeah, it's Nigeria and I think they had an issue with Somalia. I don't know if it's actually allowed.
Let me share this page to the viewers right now. Okay. The list of the countries about somebody saying here they strictly need high school certificate. Benny Christopher, thank you so much. So if you don't have a certificate in high school, it will be very difficult. Even if you have been selected, they will need it when they want to give you the visa. I want people and the viewers to check right now here these rules, the list of the rules. I think you can see it from there. Kobe, can you see it?
Yeah, I can see it.
Yeah. So viewers, I want you to see this on the list here. I hope it's very clear. This is the list of the countries whose natives are eligible to apply for this year's DVD 2022. In Africa, we have all these countries here, so many of them, all these countries here. And down here, you can see they have said, in Africa, natives of Nigeria are not eligible for this year's diversity visa program. So people in Nigeria, they are not eligible to apply, but the rest of many African countries can apply. Yeah. And let me send this link to the viewers right now. If you want to check these rules, I am posting the link to all of you right now on the comments so that you can read all the rules that we are talking about. Okay. I've sent the rules to this on the link here with my name. Click on it later on to watch and read. To read these rules for you to understand. Now, Robert.
Yes.
Let's move on to the most crucial part, which is the picture of applying for this thing. Because in the requirements, after you have a passport, now you have your passport, you have completed high school. You have the website for you to begin applying. There is a stage where they will ask you, provide a picture, a digital picture.
Yeah, I want to answer that question by clearly telling people the reason why they want that kind of a picture is actually to reflect you, because there has been incidents whereby people have different pictures where they cannot actually clearly be seen. And I think I can understand why they're doing so because of security reasons. So they usually want a white background. And I usually tell most of the people, because when I started sharing with my friends about the green card, everybody was telling me about this issue with pictures. I always advise them that a standard passport size that is needed is actually the measurements are usually on the website. And if you actually go to a cyber,
I'm going to open even right now as you're talking. Yeah. Keep on talking.
Okay, yeah. If you go to most of the cybers, they actually know the requirement. And I usually tell people this is a lottery. You can get, you cannot get, but invest in it. Go get a good picture that cannot hinder you from being approved. So if you can get somebody to actually take your picture, and you can actually see the measurements that actually you're going to share with us. Those are the measurements that are needed. And most of these pictures, and with all these cameras that we have these days, they can actually give you a good clear. But make sure that your background is usually white.
White background.
White background, yeah.
White background. Let me open a link again for the viewers to see some of the sample photos that they need the passport photos right now. In 1 minute, all of you ladies and gentlemen, keep on sharing the video. I'm going to share with you some of the sample photos in the website, which I've pinned on the comment. The website is already there. Let me share for you the photos right now. Can you see?
Yep.
All right. So in this website, which I told you already is called this website DV. Where am I? I'm lost. Okay. It's the DV. It's there running on the screen. I pinned the website on the comments, dvprogram.state. If you can see on your screens right now, picture must be colored. It must be colored. The background must be white. Yep. And the size of the picture. So they have given like this one a check here, this green tick. This one is a good picture.
Yep.
No smile. This one is not good with an X. This one is not acceptable because the background is very dark.
Dark, yeah.
This one here, this guy, what is this? What's the problem? The color is, he has put filters.
Filters, yeah.
Yep. This one is good because there is no filters. She smiled a little bit, but it's okay. Yeah. This one is not allowed because there is the shadow.
Shadow, yeah.
So the trick is avoiding this shadow. And in my experience, the people that I tried taking pictures for them, I took them like around early in the morning outside.
Yep.
Early in the morning when there is no shadow going directly behind. So if you have a friend, take this picture early in the morning outside in a building if the wall is white, to have these good pictures here. So all of these pictures are allowed. This one is not allowed. This one is not allowed. This is allowed. And it is all found in this website again, which I'm going to share with you guys on the comments right now. Okay, there you go. If you want to open this website for you to check these picture requirements, go and open it now. Okay.
And in a nutshell, the picture just has to be real. You know, don't put filters, don't put all these other things. Just get your real picture.
Don't use a picture that you used many years ago.
No. It should be current. It should be current.
6 months older. Yeah. Some people applied last year, but they still want to use the same picture, thinking that they have forgotten that this is not the same person.
No, they get old also.
Your picture is still recorded in the computer.
Yeah.
So if you took it last year, find time again to take the picture again afresh. This picture size is a 600 by 600 pixel.
Yep.
In my experience, a laptop or a computer tries to edit quickly. Do you know how to do it using a phone?
I used to have a friend of mine who actually does. He's a photographer by profession, and he does a good work in terms of taking pictures and all this kind of stuff. So the only thing, and before I forget, before it runs out of my mind, is if you ever filled in your information last year, and then you're doing it the same this year, please make sure that the information you're filling is the same. The only exception should be if you have a child that you're adding on.
Yeah. So be consistent with what you said last year, 2 years ago. My passport expires in 2024. Can I apply? I think absolutely. No problem.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, that's right.
If your passport is not going to expire in the next 2 years, you are okay. Even if it's expiring next year, so long as you can reapply and get a new passport, it's perfectly okay. What they want is a valid passport that can allow you to travel now, which should be 6 months before expiring.
Absolutely.
Okay. Let me check again some questions here. How can I do the info when I'm not in my country? Nalule, there's no interview right now. You apply, and when you win, can you respond to this lady?
So the process is usually funny. The process is not easy, even as quick as people think. This process takes a while. So when it takes a while, there are processes where you have to go through. So when they send back an email to you and tell you that you have qualified, they'll always send you what they want you to do. And the most important thing they usually want you to do first is to go for a medical test. So you go for a medical test. There are things they will ask you, and they have specific areas where you have to go for that. The interview is usually the last process. This is where you go pick your visa and you plan for your flight. So you can never do an interview before you go through all the other processes.
Yep. So Nalule Fatuma, after you win, the American embassy will give you more instructions. They will tell you, I can see somebody saying, if I win and I am in UAE and my country is Uganda, what will happen?
No, so America has consulate in every country.
There's an embassy everywhere, every country has an embassy,
An embassy, So you can always apply everywhere. And it doesn't matter where you are. You can just apply, and then you'll actually the correspondence will be coming to you, so long as you've given a valid address. Because if you've not given a valid address, or if you move out of that address, then your information might come in. But these days they usually use emails. So if you have your email, you can still be getting your information. And then you cannot, if you've gone through all the whatever they've actually told you to go through, you will still go to the embassy in whichever country you are. They'll still do your interview. You might even decide, to leave from wherever you are.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. So there are so many questions coming in. Keep on sharing the video. I want to take through the audience through this website. Kobe, I told you that people are very lazy to go.
And you're really doing a good job. I'm so impressed.
These people who are watching here, they will ask, even if you give them the website, they will still tell you, Benjamin, apply for me.
Yeah, I get a lot of that.
Okay, let's go just slowly how to apply by sharing that website right now. So ladies and gentlemen, this is the most interesting part that you need to listen and follow carefully. I am going to share it on the screen with you guys. Let's go to the DV Lottery program. Okay, just hold on a second. DV Lottery. Okay. This is the website which I've pinned there on the comment, called dvprogram.state.gov, right? So when you open this website, it will bring you to this page, and then you enter this code here to prove that you're not a robot.
A robot, yeah.
And then you submit. When you submit, you will enter your names here.
Yep.
You are male or a female, you enter the birth date, and then you go down here, country of eligibility. If you are if you're from Nigeria, of course, you can't apply from here.
Yeah.
Point number 7, you need a passport. Very important, must have.
Yeah, that was not there before.
But now it started.
Yeah,
you need a passport. It's a must. You put your passport number, you put your date of birth and everything, and then you come here to the photo part.
Yeah.
And they have given you a link for you to open photos, which I opened earlier on.
Yeah.
To see if your photo is okay. Then you put your address. This address here is, I understand, Kobe, that the address is just in case.
Yeah, it's an alternative. That's why it's rated optional.
Yeah.
Most of the time it's an alternative, because we can always communicate through a website. Like if you have an email, if you have a Gmail, whatever the case. But it's just an option, just in case. It's just like giving a reference number in terms of a phone call.
Okay.
Yeah.
In case you win and they discover that you have not known that you are a winner, they will contact you there.
Absolutely.
Okay. And then we come here to the education where we were talking about. The level of education starts with primary school only, but this is not allowed. High school is the lowest.
Yeah, high school is the lowest. They call it high school, or in Kenya we call it secondary education. Yes.
So you click there, and then you come here. Now the married part. Let's talk about if you have a wife or a husband. What happens?
I think I've been getting a lot of this, and this is what I can advise people. Most of the time, people will fill the lottery by themselves, and they're married. So long as you have, and if you're married, to be honest, if you're married, you must have a marriage certificate.
It's a must.
That is a very important document when it comes to actually allowing your spouse to be in America, because those are the things that they ask in the embassy.
They will ask you, now that you are a winner and you said you have a wife, where is she and where is the certificate? We need to see it.
And absolutely. And the reason being that you can win and pick any other woman in town and say she's your wife just because you want to. So they want to make sure that whatever the process you're doing is the right process, So all those documentation, you really need to have them safely. But all the things that I could advise is, when you're filling your green card and you have a family, please include them. It will save you out of that. Yeah, please include them, because if you win as a family.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, somebody is asking, is Samir, the link is there on the comments. I've pinned the link. If somebody can see the link, it's even showing on the screen. It's called dvprogram.state.gov. That is the only link and website that you can apply for free. Nobody's going to charge you any money. It is free for anyone all over the world, and it's free of charge.
Yep.
dvprogram.state.gov. Okay. So here with we are talking, Kobe, we are talking about the married people and who have children. If somebody is married and come we stay, basically there is no certificate of marriage, and they have children, and he applies alone, and he wins.
That will be a long process. The only advantage this guy will have will be of the children. But the wife, it will mean that they will go back and get married and start filing. So this guy will come, maybe bring the kids, and start filing for the wife. And that might take almost 3 to 4 years.
3 to 5 years before your wife finally can
finally come here. So to avoid all that, you can still fill with her name on the list, and then go marry when the process is going through, because the process is not usually doesn't take like a week. It takes a while. So before the process even starts, or if you find out that you've won, you can still go do a marriage, and I know there are cheap marriage that you can actually just go to AG and you get a certificate out of that. So do that so that you can document yourself in case of anything. It's going to help you.
All right. Thank you. There is a question here. What if I'm married with a certificate, no kids, but I wrote not married?
So it's just like going in an exam. The answer is A, and you put B.
You are married, but you didn't put your husband there. That means when you win, your husband cannot go with you.
And that is what I said, Benjamin, when we started, that when you're doing all these things, please be very candid with the information that you give.
Say the truth.
Say the truth.
All the time.
Those information are inner data. And if they find, and they're good in that, they're good in scrutinizing information. And the reason why they usually do that is because of security issues. And we have a lot of people who actually use dubious means to actually get into America, and they're trying to get rid of that. So once you give information that is not right, it will hinder you. It will be a hurdle for you to come to America.
Okay. There is a question here about what if I'm married and I did not. This question here, what if someone is unmarried but he has kids? I want to show them here as you respond to that, Kobe. This website of applying, which many people are still asking, I don't know if they can see. If you see anybody asking which website, tell them is the dvprogram.state.com. Let me show here on the unmarried people. They are married and you have children. As you can see on this website here, you can, first of all, rule number 14, you can say I'm unmarried, and then you come here and you say I have 2 children.
Yeah, that's true.
Then you will click continue.
Yeah. So we all understand that they're single mothers, the people who are married and still have kids, and in America we call them head of household. So you have your kids and you're not married. So when you come here, you can still indicate the number of kids you have. So when you win with your kids, and you can come with them.
So what happens when you're filling out the form? Like this lady was asked that question. Esther Nekesa, you will put on this website here, you will put
you still indicate unmarried.
If you choose, let's say you choose unmarried, and then you go to rule number 15, you put I have 2 children.
You have 2 children.
When you continue here, it will ask you to put the photos of your kids
and the information of your kids.
No passport. The person applying is the only one who needs a passport.
Perfect. Yeah, absolutely.
So your kids, if you have a kid who is very young, you still have to make the kid lie on the bed, facing upwards, with a white bed sheet, white background, and take that picture. They still need that picture to prove that this is your child, and then you put in their name, their names together with the year when they were born and where they were born. So in case you're going to put in your children, remember another rule: the children must have a picture.
Yeah, they must have a picture. Those pictures are for reference, and the documentation and everything will be after you've won.
Yep. So if you are applying and you don't have the pictures of your children, remember again, it will be very difficult for you to tell them that I have children.
They will need to know which children you have.
Why didn't you tell us there? And if you apply and you win, maybe you're going to apply today, you have no pictures of your son or your daughter, and then you win next year. It will take, how many years can it take you for you to bring your children in America?
It is usually 1 to 2 years, and depending, that is if you actually indicated that you have kids, you come with them. But if you have not, then it will take you 3 to 5 years to bring them.
Yep. All right. Thank you. There is a question here: what if your kids and husbands are British and you are Kenyan?
That doesn't make any difference.
Yep.
So long as they're your kids.
They are your kids. You can prove it. In the country, the list of the countries, again, Uganda is okay, Tanzania is okay, Kenya is okay. In Europe, I'm checking here really quickly. Europe, that is the United Kingdom.
Yeah, UK.
This lady is asking UK, how do you call it? England, huh?
Yeah, England.
England, let me check on the list. I'm going to share that right now with the viewers, the list of the countries. But if the person who is asking this, Shoshi Divaji, if you need the list of the countries, let me post to you on the comments the link for you to open about the list of the countries. Is there on the comments. I've just posted it for you. Open that link. You will see if British and Kenya is okay. Okay. I want us to move on to so far so good. Nigerians out also on this opportunity. The reason why Nigerians are not qualified to apply is because they have exhausted the numbers. I think since the DV lottery started, many Nigerians have gotten the chance.
And I can actually be candid. And to be honest, is usually safer than just giving a blanket whatever. So the Nigerians, the biggest problem, and why you see a lot of countries not allowing being allowed to actually feed for DV, is actually scamming. So there's the issue of scamming. There's the issue, like a lot of people. The reason even they started doing DNA test is a lot of people used to bring other people and claim that they're kids and they were not their kids. Okay. So there has been a lot of human trafficking that has actually made that an issue.
All right, let me show the people quickly the list of the countries again, Kobe.
Yep.
We are moving on. We are still moving. Keep on sharing the video. If you're learning and getting something today, we don't want to let you out. We have 20 minutes to go. Let me show you the list of the countries again right now. Where is this website? Electronic visa. Okay, DV instructions. Okay, so this is the list of the countries that qualify in Africa. Can you see that, Robert?
Yeah, I can also see.
Yeah. Algeria, Angola, Benin, Botswana, Burkina Faso, Cameroon, all Chad, Congo, Djibouti, Egypt, Eritrea, Ethiopia, Gabon, Gambia, Ghana, Guinea, Kenya, Lesotho, Liberia, Libya, here all Sudan, South Africa, Somalia. All these countries have, they qualify to apply for this year's DV lottery. And you can see the list here, the list of these countries, areas by region whose natives are eligible for 2022. Yep. Asia also here. You move down to Europe. Somebody was asking about the father of the children being a British. I couldn't see England on this list. Where is England?
So we have I'm just trying to,
I can't see it. I moved here, Estonia, Finland. Let me see down here. Macau does not apply. Ukraine. Anyway, the person applying, if you are from Kenya and your husband is from Britain, I think she can apply as a Kenyan.
Yes, she can apply as a Kenyan. You know, they take the head of households information, and she can apply. If she's a Kenyan Ugandan, she can still apply.
Yep.
You know, the only goodness with people in UK, they can always access America whenever they want. Yeah, their passport is actually is more. We usually call it it's inauzito. It's more heavier.
Yeah. This question here.
So it is possible to apply through your phone, but the difficulties is when you're using your phone, there are a lot of things that you might not be certain about. The reason why I usually tell people to actually take a laptop and maybe apply it in a better kind of way is you exhaust all the information needed. With a phone, there are things like me, I can't apply with a phone. Probably the fonts are too small for me to see, or probably to read, But if you just want, I told you, this is an investment. The benefits, just, sacrifice your time, get a good laptop, get a good camera, do it once and for all.
Yep. So the phone can work depending on the phone. And this website is too big.
Yeah, it is
so
too big.
You might not open and see everything. It's much better if you're using a computer or a very complicated phone which can open the website easily and follow all the instructions.
And maybe a tablet.
A tablet also can help you. Betty Ndungu, what about question number 4? Birth city for Kenyans born in rural towns.
Yeah, Kenyans, I don't know why we usually put ourselves down.
Yeah.
Anywhere you're born in Kenya is Kenya.
It's a city.
Whichever name your rural place, it is your own city. So
where you are born. If you're born in Kitale, if you're born in Isiolo, that is your city. Just put Isiolo.
Please synchronize that with the information in your birth certificate. It's easier that way. Just synchronize with the information you have in your birth certificate.
All right. So far, so good. I don't know if we have skipped any important or difficult question that you do not understand. Somebody was saying that, Benjamin, is that my question does not make sense ama haifiki kwako? Peter Nyori, sijaona swali lako bana.
You've not seen the question.
I haven't seen your question. What is Peter Nyori's question?
You can still resend the question. We still have time. Yeah.
Type the question. We still have about 15 minutes to go. We are still here. We are still on the application process. So next question, Robert. If somebody applies now in October, when will he or she know that they have become a winner?
It actually comes in May next year. It's actually within the May period next year.
Yeah.
Yeah. So from there now, they usually send information, and they will always tell you if you've won or if you've not won.
Surprisingly,
so
they have stopped sending information.
Oh, they've stopped sending information?
They give you a confirmation number. After you apply, you remain with a confirmation, and they tell you keep this number for the rest of your life. Use this number to come back here and check again in the website.
Benjamin, you're right. So the only time they will always tell you when the results are out. So you can always go in their website with that number and you confirm. So when you go with the number, it will actually tell you if you've won or you've not succeeded.
They stopped sending an email or a phone call because of scamming.
Yeah, the scamming was a big
That's why they give you a very long number. About those numbers are about 16 numbers. That after you finish applying, if you apply today, they will give you a confirmation number. And when you get the confirmation number, you keep it. Next year in May, you come back to this website of DV program, open, and they will tell you enter your number, enter your name, enter when you were born, and you will check your results, and you'll see you're a winner or you're not a winner. Nobody will call you. Nobody will email you.
And when you get your number, please keep that number like the money you usually have in your wallet. Please, it is most important until you know your results. That number will be very valuable for you.
Okay, we have talked about this question. What if I have kids and I'm looking after, and otherwise married? I don't understand the question.
Yeah, it's a little bit technical. What if I have kids and I'm looking after, but I'm otherwise married?
Please type your question again afresh. Maybe
she means that she has kids, but she got married to a different guy, and these kids. Yeah, it is still allowed. You can be allowed to be a stepdad or stepmom.
Yeah. So apply for the children. Just make sure that you apply for those children. As we said earlier on, the kids' pictures must be there when you're applying. Very important, because you cannot apply without the pictures of the kids.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. The same question. What if I married there and have children? Same question.
Or even married there.
Okay.
So where is he married? Is he married in Kenya, Uganda?
Yeah. Refa Ayako. What if I'm married to a Nigerian and you have kids?
So this is one of those called catch-22.
but
So the rule is you're a Kenyan, yes.
Apply.
Apply.
You qualify to apply.
You qualify to apply.
Yeah, that's allowed. If you read I read the rules, Refa Ayako, Nigerians cannot apply. But for you as a refa, you can apply and say, my husband is a Nigerian. So long as you prove that you're legally married, you have a certificate with him, that is perfectly okay. No problem with that, because you're a Kenyan.
Yeah.
And nobody should stop you from moving with your husband abroad.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Finally, let's see. What if you work in the US and you applied? How does it work? Linda? There are people in the US and they do not have a visa. Mm-hmm. What happens?
No, it is still the same process. It's just being in a UAE and you apply.
Yep.
You're a Kenyan, apply. You can always apply anywhere in the world, mm-hmm. so long as within the specific jurisdiction. Mm-hmm. And then the process will just be the same.
If you're in America and you went there as a visitor, then you stayed there, you didn't go back home, so you don't have a visa there, you apply for the green card. If you win, you go through the process of going to the visa to get now a visa to stay in America. Okay. Let me see here another question. What's the maximum age in DUSA? I think, what is the limit, the age for people applying?
The age, I'm not particularly sure.
I think it's over 21.
Over 21, yeah.
Over 21. If your child is under 20, then you apply as a child. But if your child is over 21, they apply on their own.
On their own, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Fajan, also the same question. What if you have two kids and a different dad name in birth certificate?
And are you married?
Yeah, but Fajan she has a name. So in the birth certificate, there is the name of the father and the mother.
Yeah.
Apply for your children and say, these are my kids. I have their birth certificates. My name is there on their birth certificate. And I applied for them and I put the pictures.
Yeah.
So they should allow you to go with your children. The point is not that you're married. The point is, are these your children? Can you prove it?
Can you prove it, yeah.
Yes. Okay. After being selected, they give you any job or you... Okay, we are coming to the job and accommodation. The second segment is now the crucial... After winning, a
lot of people and
First of all, let's say I apply today. Mm-hmm. I check next year in May. I am a winner. Mm-hmm. How long does it take for you to process to go?
Almost a year and a half.
Almost a year and a half.
Yeah.
So they give you 1 year.
It always depends within mm-hmm. the process and everything, mm-hmm. and they always tell people that the process might not be as quick as people think.
It's not so straightforward.
It's not so straightforward. It's not that it's today and then tomorrow you're leaving. No, mm-hmm. It takes a while. So the reason why they usually give people that kind of leeway is actually to help people plan and see how they can move and mm-hmm. sustain themselves. I think the reason why people think that America is a bed of roses, they think that they will just land in mm-hmm. JKF and then the consulate sends somebody to pick you up mm-hmm. and they take you to White House until mm-hmm. they get a place for you. Mm-hmm. The first thing you have to realize that the most important thing that has not been there.
This is the question. That's the question there, Lamek.
Yeah. So the most important thing that you must know, you must have a sponsor. You must have somebody that can host you. Mm-hmm. These days are called sponsors because most of the time, initially when you had a sponsor, the sponsor only needed to provide the address. These mm-hmm. days, they have been a little bit particular with the sponsors. They need some documentation and some information about what is the sponsor doing, how can he sustain you until you get
mm-hmm.
you land, you sustain yourself until you get a footing in America. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So that is one of those things. And I keep on telling people, when mm-hmm. you get these and you go through all those processes, you must get somebody, unless, and I repeat, unless you have money mm-hmm. and you can sustain yourself in a hotel, which mm-hmm. I know how expensive it is, until you get your documentation. Because even after coming to America, you mm-hmm. still don't have your social security number, you still don't have your driving license, all those kind of things that you need for mm-hmm. you to survive. Because in anything that you're supposed to do, you must have your social security number and you must have your driving license. They're
Yeah.
always asked everywhere.
So people who have become winners of this visa, it's not automatic like Lamech that you're going to be given any job automatically.
No.
Accommodation that somebody's going to give you a house. No.
No.
Even the flight ticket,
No.
they will not give you.
You hustle. I keep on telling people you'll start hustling. That's another process.
If you win in May, if you win in May next year, you are given 1 year to go for medical checkup,
Yep.
to look for air ticket, to confirm your certificates, birth certificate, high school certificate. If you are married, they will have to confirm that you're really married. If you said you had children, they have to confirm they are your children using the names that you put there on the application form. So 1 year is the process of checking every document is true.
Yeah, and that is 1 to 1.5 years. And as soon as you're given a visa, that visa is valid for 6 months.
Yep.
If you don't do anything with that visa within that 6 months, it expires. That is as good as losing your green card. Yeah.
So in May, if somebody wins in May, they should now begin looking for the money for the flight ticket, depending on your country. If you're in Uganda, how much does it cost to go to America? If you're in Kenya, you have to begin looking for the flight ticket.
Yeah. Please, as soon as you get your visa, which actually has within 6 months validity, prepare yourself, get your tickets, get your documentation, put your house in order, look for that host if you have that kind of a host. Tell the host when you're coming and start moving up. I've seen a lot of families where when they win as a family, either one of the guardian or one of the parents will come first to prepare for the others, so that by the time he settles, the other ones can come.
Wow, I can see somebody is asking, how do I look for a sponsor? It's a process. You have to know somebody there. Like Theopista. First of all, let's focus on winning. After you have won, they give you 1.5 years.
Yeah, that's another
for you to begin looking for a friend or somebody who is in America. Talk to them, convince them that, you know what, my name is Theopista. I applied for green card. Now I am a winner. I'm supposed to come there. Can I come and stay in your house for 1 month or 2 months? Once I get everything, I will move away and start working. That is the process.
And now you have Robert here. You can also even text me and tell me,
Yes.
Robert, I won through your through the show. So if you can help me, and then we can see how we can help people. I've helped many people.
Yes.
And I can't stop helping people.
Let me show them in this website here again about these rules of how do you know that you're a winner. This, how will I know 25? Can you see that, Robert?
Yep, I can see it.
How will I know if I'm not selected? That's why I said the Department of State will not notify you. Directly, they don't tell you directly if your entry is not selected. You must use the entrant status check to learn whether you are selected. There is that confirmation number. You may check this for this year, 2022. You check it on May 8th.
Next year.
Next year is when you will check in this website if you are a winner. Until September 2022. But if you check on May and you're not a winner, then you're not lucky. You didn't win. Wait until October and apply afresh.
And reapply afresh, yeah.
Yes. So this is the most important part here. Keep your confirmation number. Yeah. Until at least September 30th, 2022. So that number that you will get after you have applied, you keep it and then you will use to check it in 2022.
Yep. Yeah, that's true.
There's this topic number 28. How many individuals will be selected? For this year, it will be only 55,000 people.
Yeah, all over the world.
All over the world. More than, I think, 100 million people apply. But only 55,000 will be lucky.
Yeah,
so maybe 1 or 2 people who are watching us today, you will be the lucky one to be selected, and you are selected randomly using a computer.
A computer, yeah.
It's a computer that selects all of you randomly.
Yeah.
I think I read that part here. Okay. Okay, just a moment. How is it done? there are people who have been asking, can they apply 2 times?
You cannot apply. You only apply once.
Only once. If you apply today and then you want to apply tomorrow, you will never go to America again.
It is only your chance is once, and that's it.
Yeah, don't try to fool them applying today and tomorrow and the next day. Only one time.
Yeah.
And
I have seen a very good question, and somebody is asking, if I apply today and I'm pregnant and I get a notification that I have won, or rather, if I go, if I check in May next year and I've won, what is the process? The process is simple. If you are pregnant and then you give birth, you'll still follow the same process. You'll still have an option of adding your kid, because when they will be doing the documentation, those are the part of the documentation that you'll be filling in, and they understand that.
They will ask you, when did you become pregnant? Can you prove with a birth certificate?
Yep.
And finally, I think they will accept because you are genuinely got pregnant after applying.
Yeah, it is understood.
It's understood. That's why there is about 2 years before you can actually move to America. Does age really matter? We have talked about one. You must be 21 years and above. So can I apply this year? Yes, Linda Aoko, you have until November 10th.
November 10th.
That's the deadline for you to apply. If you don't apply by November 10th, then wait until next year in October to apply again. Let me see here. Academic certificate. We have talked about this one, I think. All right. Academic, you must have high school and above. Let me see another question here. We are picking up random questions. Benjamin Bogonko, some of the DV answers given on your show are not correct. Purity, I'm just speaking from the website of the DV, which I used to apply for my cousin, who is actually watching me from the United States. I can't fool 300 people. That is unfair. That is so unfortunate. Purity Kwamboka. It's very unfortunate.
I think Purity would have been fair to actually tell us what she thinks that is not right, and then we can.
What is not true? Yeah, what is not true? All the website that I've shown you is from the website which I've personally used, that I will actually use to apply again this year, and I have used it for my family members, my brothers and sisters. Some of them have been lucky to win. I cannot do a live broadcast to fool and mislead more than 300 people. I think that is so unfair, not only to me. And to God.
And to support you on that is I've also had more than 50 friends who are actually following me on my page, and I gave them the same information website. And the same website. They've all filled it up. They have their confirmation numbers. They're waiting for May next year.
Yep. So these are things that we have done. I've done it, and somebody has become a winner. People are still asking about the countries. Rwanda is on the list.
Yeah.
Can you see that website?
Yeah.
Yeah, Rwanda is here. Rwanda is here. Niger, Namibia. The only country in Africa is here. As we said, in Africa, natives of Nigeria are not eligible for this year's. It can change next year. They can allow them. But if you want the website for these rules, again, I'm going to copy paste here, as all of you are seeing, and then slowly come to the comment section. Put for all of you the link for you to read these rules. It is a very long document, which is, how many pages are they? They are 19 pages. 19 pages explaining everything we are talking about. All these things we are talking about are all in this website up to the end.
I can actually see one of the comments here that I felt like it's a little bit comic, and the viewer is actually telling other people the way Benjamin is picking the comments is the way the lottery is being picked randomly.
Because
that was funny.
Because with the green card there is a lot of wrong information. Even for me, I didn't used to know these things.
Yeah.
But I realized I am not sitting down. I spend 9 hours on Facebook, but I'm not sparing 1 hour to read these rules.
Yeah, that's totally true.
When I started reading them in 2014, I applied for my cousin, who is now in Texas, and somebody gave me this link. I asked him, are you sure this is the correct link? He told me, I have used it, and that's why I'm in America, and I'm giving it to you. Please tell your family members, and even you, Benjamin, apply and then come here. And then when I got the link, I applied for myself, I applied for my cousin, and he was lucky. He got the green card in 2015, and now he's in America.
Benjamin, one thing you have to realize is that the United States is very, very frank with whatever they give out. They never lie about what they give out. If they give you a website, they're real.
Yes. The website that you need to know is real and is not fake. It must end with .gov.
.gov. Yeah.
.gov.
That means the government.
Yes, the government. Look at. You cannot fake the website .gov. You can't fake it. You can't forge. You can't open another one. How do I know that I'm selected? You must use your confirmation number access EDV website at dvprogramstate.gov. There is no way you can apply for this visa or this green card without going through this website here, .gov.
.gov, yeah.
There is something here. How many individuals are selected? Okay, we finished that one. How will I know that I'm selected? I'm already, if I'm selected, how long will I wait? Okay. The fees. Let's talk about the fees. How much does it cost? So after winning, of course, you have to pay for some things.
Yeah, so after winning, you have to pay for your medical check. Your medical check, and there are some other, and they usually give you the information that you're supposed to actually the things you're supposed to pay. And one of those things I know you also have to pay is for your visa.
The visa,
your visa,
medication,
you have to pay, medication,
flight ticket,
and those are the things that you just have to budget for them, you know.
Yep.
And you know, things like flight tickets, they usually fluctuate depending on the season. But I know the visa fee is usually a set amount. I'm not sure what they actually pay for right now, but I know it's something fixed up to maybe 5,000. But the only thing that has some difference is the medical fee that you're supposed to pay.
Yep.
Because where you will actually go, the people they actually contract to do that will actually be the ones that will actually give you the invoice for that.
Okay. In fact, let me show them here as we wind up. About the fees, because there are many scammers. As you can see on the screen, about the fees, how much does it cost to enter this program? There is no fee charged.
Yeah, it's
to
free.
Submit electronic entry. But however, if you're selected and you apply for a diversity visa, you must apply all the required visa application fees at the time of visa application and the interview directly to this is the most important thing that I want people to remember. You pay directly to the embassy. Not Benjamin, not Robert, not anybody else.
No.
You must go to the American embassy and pay the money there directly. Yes. And all the information again is on dvprogram.state.gov. How can I pay? If you are randomly selected, you will receive the instructions on the process on how to enter on this website again. This is the only website that they keep on saying, dvprogram.state.gov. This is where you check everything. Finally, there are scammers here. How can I report? You can report. They have given websites for you to report if somebody scams you. If I ask you for money, you can report me here. If Robert asks you for money, you can always report on these websites here that you can see here. And finally, I think that basically that is all. Let's now quickly look at any other pressing question that maybe we have not talked about, Robert. People are asking about the jobs. Now that you live in America, what happens when I come there and I have a high school degree maybe?
I think it's only that we are running short of time, but this is a topic for another day. And I'm telling you, I'll be very brief and to the point. When you come to America, you must have settled your mind what you want to do. The only biggest problem that people have in America is the culture shock. You come here and you have a set of mind about how people have been talking. And I will have this example. Everybody, when they come to America, they are told, if you do nursing, you're going to be the best. So we cannot all be nurses. There are people who are actually qualified to be nurses. There are people who cannot be qualified. I usually tell people, when you come to America, look at the opportunities. Check your age. Look how old you are. If you're old enough and you feel like you're way past education, you can always go for the short-term courses. In America, everything pays. If you do plumbing, if you do hair dressing and design, if you do, electricity, those are short courses and you still earn money. If you're young enough and you feel like you can go through the hustle of a college and you want to be a doctor, you can take that 8 years, and still be a doctor, So it is all upon yourself. And the other things, there are people who don't feel like education is something that they can do. It is well accepted. There are jobs that you can actually do with your high school diploma. It is just a matter of coming here and knowing, kind of getting the grip of the knowledge around, see what you can do. And all these things I usually tell people, you learn them. There's nobody who knows everything. You come here, you learn these things, be fast learner, learn them, and it is something that is doable. And I can always help if anybody has a question about, I want to do a certain course or anything. Yes, you can DM me, you can ask me what can I do, because most of the time when people come here, it depends on the state that you're going. If you go to East Coast, their colleges are usually very expensive, but they have good life. If you go to the South Coast or these other West Coast, they have beautiful colleges, but the life there is sustainable. So it depends. If you want to live in New York, know that it comes with a price. If you want to live in New Mexico, still you will actually decide what you want to do. And I understand most people go where they have people who can actually direct them.
If you have friends or cousins,
you have friends,
you go there. And if you want to go to Texas, where there are many people from your country, you go there. If you want to go to Boston, it depends, because after you are selected, you have to look for somebody to take care of you for a few months. To host you, to stay in their house, and then after that you start living on your own. Farmer is saying go back to school. if you have a high school certificate and you go there, then you can go back to school, study, and get whatever you wanted to get, and then you can be able to move on with life. Purity Komboka says the interview fee is $330.
So thank you.
Medical fields depends on the number of shots, etc. Air ticket fee changes too. Yes, we talked about that. So all these costs will change after you have won. The embassy will tell you the cost of everything, apart from the flight ticket, and they will send you to a specific hospital to go there and do the checkup, and then that hospital will charge you according to everything that they are testing you before you finally get the visa.
And that's why we can't have an exact amount, depending on individual.
Generally, I think air ticket, the visa, the medical checkup, and some little pocket money to survive when you go there. I think you need about $2,500, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah, they're about, on the minimum side.
$2,500, this is what you need to have. But that is not automatically after winning in May. When you win in May, you will still have 1 year to look for that money, to pay for everything, and then you can fly and go to the America. Some people are asking, kazi ya nyumba iko?
Kazi ni mingi.
Kazi haiwezi kosekana. So finally, one question, this American lottery is basically you are getting a visa to go to America.
Yeah, it is a ticket to work in America.
Ticket to work and stay in America for 10 years.
For 10 years.
They first give you 10 years.
Yeah, they first give you 10 years. What other people do is after the 5 years or the 5 or 6 years, they apply for citizenship. So they can stay.
They can continue staying.
Yeah.
After 10 years, then they can...
After 10 years, you're eligible to reapply for another 10 years for green card. Yeah.
Okay. So... any other question? What if you win and you die? This is a very important. There's this question it's there on the rules. If you die, that application is disqualified together with
null and void.
It's you have died. So even if you applied for your children, the children also do not qualify to go. All of you, that it's there on this website here. In fact, I read about it. What if you die? If you die, that is the end of the story. Unfortunately, God forbid. It's there on the rules. If you die, the application is totally disqualified. What if you want to join the police military?
Yeah, there are opportunities here. There are a ton of opportunities. And that is why I said you can decide to do whatever you want. People come here, they join military, they join police. You just go the process of education and you'll achieve what you want. Yeah, it
any job.
Any job.
Teopista, any job you want, so long as you study and you get the skills. If you want to be a teacher, you want to be a doctor, you want to be a nurse, if you want to go back to school, and you can do it. Somebody's asking, is education free in the US?
Yeah, that is what I usually get from a lot of people.
Yeah.
I think the whole world, I have never seen any free stuff. The only free education in America is from first grade all the way to high school.
Yeah.
But when you
After high school?
After high school, you pay. That's why you see a lot of Americans crying about, the school loans. They will always give you loans. The only opportunity that you have is you can be accessible to these school loans, and you can go through the whole whatever system, through the education. You get whatever you want. But as soon as you finish your bachelor's or whatever, the master's, you have to pay back.
You will pay back.
Yeah.
What Lamek you will get is a loan. They give you a loan, like what is happening in Kenya or Uganda. The government gives you some loan as a student loan, but after you finish studying, then you have to pay back every month.
Yeah.
That's what happened. There's nothing for free. There is a question here. Lastly, let's see here. What are some of the questions they ask at the interview?
The questions varies. A lot of times, I have a friend of mine who was coming here, and he was just asked, "What are you going to do in America?" And he said he wants to be a DJ, and he was given. So the questions, I cannot say there are certain questions, and all those people who tell you, "Oh, come, I will tell you what they ask," and the questions usually
it's just confirm. To confirm,
it's just confirm.
Immaculate, you said you studied here, you completed school here, you said you're married. Can you confirm that this is your husband, these are your children? Just to confirm that this is Immaculate and you did not fake anything. But I don't think
they've already given you. They've already given you the go ahead.
They've already selected you, so they are just confirming this is Immaculate Mudeu, not another fake person.
Yeah.
They will confirm, and you have your visa. Those questions, people scare people, but I don't think they are very scary. It's just confirming, and with green card, you already have the visa.
Yeah, you already have it.
You already have it, so it's just to confirm who you are. And then some people are asking about visa, green card going to Canada. I have no information about that. Robert, do you know how to go to Canada?
I might not. We might have another show for another day for Canada. But the process, Canada, they also have their
system too.
Their system too. But what I know with Canada, they're always into getting specialized skills. In Canada, if you have a special skill, you can always they have a website where you can go in and fill all those forms, and then when you're lucky, you can actually go there.
Yep. So basically, you need to have a special skill that they do not have.
They need. Yeah.
Yep. Okay, Purity, I think we have answered that one. So education is not really free. There's nothing really free. I don't think. Somebody used to tell me what is free is air. You will always get free oxygen.
Free. Yeah, that's true.
But education and if you are sick, is hospital free of charge there?
I'm telling you, the most expensive thing in America is going to hospital.
Yeah, if you are sick.
If you are sick in America,
it's not a joke.
It is not a joke.
Yeah.
You might even be having insurance, but it also depends. But the most important thing in America is just make sure that you take care of yourself, because even just mere coughing will cost you a lot.
Yeah. The same as Japan, health is very expensive. We pay a lot of money every month because if you are sick, you can't work. If you can't work, then you can't survive. You can't pay for your rent. So somebody has to pay for the rent. Somebody has to feed you. And that person must be, again, you after paying health insurance every month. So health is very expensive. So be healthy. Wherever you're watching us from, take care of your health. Is very important. If you're sick, it is very expensive to heal yourself and to be better. Finally here, let's see one other more question. I think we have covered everything for today's show. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much. The website, once again, it's there pinned on the comments, unless you cannot see it, dvprogram.com. It's there on the phone. Actually, it's pinned there on the comments right now. I think we have finished everything. If we skipped your question, Dave's Nyakambi is still asking the same question. If you have a degree, can you secure a job there? It depends again.
So the only thing I should tell people is when you come with your degree, a lot of American companies do this something called they actually customize the education system in America in a way that they will only approve people who have gone within the education system. And the reason why they do this is actually to make sure that they are giving back to the education system so that they are given priorities. What I've seen here is if you come with a degree and your country's ranking is below them, it will be as good as just going back and getting another degree. Unless it's a specialized skill.
Unless it's a very good degree and from a very good university.
And they will still take you through the
another test. Yeah, they will tell you, can you do this test as Davis Nyakambi to prove that this degree, you passed it and you are genuine, that this is your degree. Absolutely. So they will have to test you. They will test you. I
have a friend of mine who came from Mexico. He had a degree in dental surgery. He was a dentist. A full-blown doctor, but he came here and he had to go again, and he started from scratch, and he still did the same thing, and he's still a dentist right now. So he has 2 degrees.
In short, they don't trust you 100%.
Absolutely.
They will never trust you that you really have that degree. Some ladies asking, what about a housemaid, Nanchia Claire? Can you work as a housemaid? Yeah.
They're called nannies. So in America, it's a little bit different because they're daycares. So those daycares employ people to actually take care of kids. In America, if you have a kid, it's the most expensive thing in the whole world. You know, so when you take your kids to the daycare, that is where you can. They don't call them housemates unless you're working in
someone's house.
And this guy must be rich, you know, so as to allow you to be a housemaid in them. But most of Americans, the middle class, they take their kids to daycare where they can have all these nannies taking care of them.
So Claire can work in a daycare where there are so many kids taking care of the kids there.
Yeah, if you loved kids, you can work in a daycare.
Onchera, your question, I can see Onchera, Veronica, third party, I can apply for you. Anybody can apply for you.
Apply for anybody,
Anyone can apply, so long as you send him or her your passport
and information
and the picture we talked about from the beginning. That's all. Anybody can apply for you because it's online. It's just like telling somebody, I want to fly, I want to go to this country. Can you buy for me a flight ticket there? And then say, send me your passport, and then they will buy for you the ticket and you fly. So this is online application. Anybody can apply for you. There is no signature. So long as you have your passport, you send it to him and the picture we talked about, then that person can apply for you. But before you do that, why don't you go to this website and apply for yourself and read it so that you know what you're doing? Okay. Finally, there's one last question here before we go. Can you visit? We talked about this one. After winning, then you have to go back to begin the process.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. Because they will, you will check in May. Colin, you check in May, you're a winner. Wherever you are, you have to go back and start the process now, which is 1 year of looking for money, looking for the ticket, and obviously going to the embassy for interview. So because now you're a winner, what should you do? You have to go back and plan the process of flying to America. All right, Robert, thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for the platform. And let me tell you one thing that you don't even know. You are a shujav to a lot of many people.
Thank you. I'm
happy. Doing all these things is not easy. I keep on telling people, taking your time to actually educate people. If this was done somewhere different, it could have costed all these viewers a lot of money. But you have given it to yourself. The only thing I will just advise people, if you have any other question, you can always go to Benjamin's page. I have a page. You can still come to Robert Kobe's page. I don't mind answering any question that I know. Not that I know everything, but all that I know, I can always share.
Thank you so much. I'm happy to hear that. And you too, to accept and to come here and to share this. It also means you're a Shuja too.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Thank you, brother. Thank you, bro. I really appreciate your time. And any other question that if you still have a question and you just joined this video, please go back, watch it when you're relaxed on your bed, when you're working, slowly by slowly. I am sure you will get a lot of information, especially for anyone who is joining to watch us now when we are finishing. It's very important for you to go back. The video will be there on my YouTube channel, Benjamin Junior Bogonko. It will be there by tomorrow. You will still go there and watch it on YouTube and here on Facebook. And any day, anytime you will come across this video, you can watch it any day. But remember, the deadline for this year application is on November 10th. So you have only about how many days? Today is October 20th.
You have almost 20 days.
20 days. 20 days. If you cannot apply within 20 days, then you have to do it next year in October. You have only 20 days to go. Robert, can you share your social media platforms?
Yeah, so my social media platform, if you want to find me, you can actually go to Robert Kobe. If you want to go to IG, it's Robnet8.
Robnet. Can you spell it?
ROBNEET. And then the number 8.
Robnet8.
Yeah.
Instagram and here on Facebook, Robert Kobe.
Robert Kobe. You can always find me. If you just type Robert Kobe's page, I'll always be there. Yeah.
Thank you so much. And for me, Benjamin Junior Bogonko, my page is here that I've been doing this show. If you watch for the first time, remember to like and follow this page for you to see the other videos, and follow this page to see other videos. But on YouTube, it's still the same name, Benjamin J.R. Bogonko. Thank you, Robert. I wish you a nice afternoon. I know it's in there. What time is it there in the US?
It is actually 1:31. So
1:31. So
yeah.
Enjoy your afternoon. I'm going to take my rest. Thank you so much. Talk to you soon again.
Okay, bye.
Just say goodbye to the viewers, please.
Thank you very much, and I love you all, and always take care.
Thank you. Thank you, bro. Talk to you soon.
Okay, bye.
Bye-bye. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much. I wish you all the best for those who are applying. Do not give up. If you don't win this year, remember, people who give up are the ones who finally never succeed in life. Even if you don't win it this year, try again next year. I, as Benjamin, I've tried so many times. I've never been lucky, but you never know. I could be lucky this year or next year or 10 years to come. So please do not give up. This thing is about your life and changing your life and your future and the dreams that you have. Our countries where we come from, the system is very bad. That's why we have to go somewhere else to change our families. And some people have done it. Some people have applied and they have moved and they have changed their families. You could be the game changer in your family and remove everything that has been happening in your family by getting opportunities that can open doors for you, for your brothers and your sisters. You never know. If our countries were really, really good, we couldn't be doing even this show. We could be staying in our home countries. So please do not give up even if you don't win this year. That is my message. All the best, and share this video again to a friend or a family member. Goodbye and take care. See you again in the next Bold and Raw Talk and also the next live video. Bye-bye, everyone. Thank you so much. Goodbye.